Hail, hail, hail to the primal light. Hail to the light throughout the ages. Hail to the true light. Hail to the transparent light. Hail to the light without beginning nor end. Hail, hail, hail to the primal light, self-supreme, primal light. I bow to the primal guru. I bow to the eternal truth. I bow to the great supreme wisdom. I bow to the great supreme intelligence. Hail, 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 hail to the primal light. Thank you for joining me today. Welcome to Steps to My True Self, Self-Inquiry, and Self-Realization. Today's big question is, what things are a hindrance to my truth? I am here to prove to you that all you need is within you, and you do not need any religion, nor do you need a God, a devil, or a Satan. You need to worship no one, only self-devotion. So what are some of the crippling beliefs, superstitions, and taboos that you are harboring within you? What things are hindrance to your truth? There are lots of things blocking you. Fear, your superstitions, your taboos, your dogmas, and your beliefs. They are all an hindrance to the truth. It's time to uproot them. So what are some of the crippling beliefs that you are harboring within you? So what are beliefs? The dictionary says beliefs is an acceptance that something is true even when you have no proof. And so you're so locked in your beliefs, you'll say that heaven is for good people and hell is for bad people. These are all your beliefs based on the lies and the propaganda what the gods them told you. That you must give your soul away. Why do you believe that you must give your soul away? That you are this body and you are this mind, this ego. And the biggest belief of all, that Jesus died for your sins. These are all your beliefs. You have no proof of them, but these are your beliefs, and you're refusing to go within yourself and seek your truth from within. But you rather stick on to all these beliefs. Beliefs. You believe that in ancestral worship, and that the ancestors can bless you and curse you. Do you know who is playing the roles of these ancestors? These are the gods. They take different roles and they play all these roles. They play the devil, they play the Satan, they play God, they play angels. This is a movie, y'all. The gods are playing all of these roles. When your parents, they pass on, and the gods them control their minds and put them in hell or heaven based on if they gave them their soul or not. They terrorize people, the gods them do that when you go into the invisible world. So you don't know the truth, and so you have all of these beliefs. And when you're conjuring up your family member, you think that is them showing up. These gods are making a projection of image to show you, and you think that is your family. So they can trick you and get your life, get yourself. Know that your soul is your real self. You have all of these beliefs, and now is the time to dissolve beliefs. You believe that God is love, that God is all-knowing, and God is pure. All lies. These are deception. God is an illusion. God is the ego. God is a dream character. That's the truth about God. But you have all of these beliefs, and you believe them, and this is why the reason why you cannot come into the truth of who you are, because you have all of these beliefs that are blocking you. All your beliefs, your superstitions, and your taboos. You believe that you should trust everything outside of yourself, like God and some book he has written over your supreme intelligence within. I just don't get this. I just don't get this. The other day, two women showed up at my door, knocking me, trying to convince me about their gods. And I tell them that, have you ever self-inquire within yourself to ask the intelligence within you how you came into being and who you are? Because you don't know who you are. I say, how can you trust a book and something that a God had told you that you have no experience with, but you believe it over your own intelligence within you. I said, why don't you take some time and just inquire within yourself? They say, no, they will not do that. They can't do that because they believe in God and they believe in Jesus died for their sins. I say, all right, keep going with your foolishness, because now you're talking infantile ideas that someone should take your responsibility for your actions. So these are your ridiculous beliefs. You believe your religion is truth, and you believe that the gods created you. All illusion, all illusion. Religion is a prison system for the mind and for the self, for the gods them to come and steal the self. Self-inquire. Don't give, sell, or barter your soul away. What is the source of my existence? Self-inquire. What is sin? Do I need forgiveness for my sins? Do I suffer as a result of my karma? Sin is being in this life and never experiencing your true self. Sin is walking around believing someone else is responsible for your action. Sin is believing that you know truth, having imprisoned yourself in your mind. Self-responsible authority. You must be self-responsible. The gods created sin and punishments. The gods punish people because they are the one that is ruling the visible world and the invisible world. And so they are the ones that create heaven and hell. So when you go into the invisible world, they punish you and beat you up and fight you. That's what they do. That's what the gods do when you don't give them your soul. Do I need forgiveness for my sins? Yes. You go to the person that you have wronged. You don't pray to God to forgive you. Go to the person that you have wronged and you ask forgiveness. And you try to live your life in balance and harmony so you don't have to ask forgiveness. And whenever you do something wrong, you correct it right away. The God exists with impunity and with no self-responsibility. This is the reason why they've been training you the same way. The gods are the ones giving all punishments and putting you in hell or heaven. The gods have been the rulers of the visible and invisible world. You are under rulership of the gods, and it's time for you to liberate yourself. You've been in bondage and you don't know that you've been in bondage. You have a horrible boyfriend who's been beating you up and abusing you. You know those boyfriends that do that to women and they don't want to, but I love him. That's uno. But I love God. God not love you. God can't love you. So it's time for our liberation from the gods. I file a case against all gods, the self versus the gods. I file my case with the self-supreme, self-manifest, and the self-unmanifest. We stand in union against the gods, tyrannical rulership over the self, called the soul. We stand in union against the gods, enslaving ourselves. We claim our liberation from the gods and dissolve them. All gods, return to your truth. I demolish everything I have created. So let me ask this question again. Are you a truth seeker or are you a fool? We have to break all the ties of bond and lose all attachment. You have to come into self-responsible authority and know that you have to take responsibility for yourself. If one is a seeker of the truth, one has to break all ties with everything, including God's ancestors and the worshiping of them. I do not know realization. You have to admit that you do not know. Stop going around and pretending like you do when you don't know. You don't know the truth. Don't ask God. God don't know. God is the supreme ego and God does not know the truth. You have to ask the intelligence within. Let go of your religions, beliefs, and superstition and trust your supreme intelligence within. Trust your supreme wisdom within. Trust your supreme teacher within. I am here to prove to you that all you need is within you. And you do not need any religion, nor do you need a God, a devil, or a Satan. You need to worship no one, only self-devotion.